This video is going to review the ne and num question words, which you have encountered already in Lingua Latina, and introduce you to the nonne question word, which you've just encountered in chapter 7, and explained how you would go about translating those. Our first question word, as you remember, the enclitic ne, which is attached to the first word of the sentence, makes the sentence a true or false question. Esne Graecia in Asia? Is it true or false that Greece is in Asia? This type of question does not give us any information about whether the speaker thinks the answer is yes or no. They have no idea. They are just asking. Ne questions are answered with est or non est, depending on what the answer is. Estne Roma in Italia? Is Rome in Italy? Rome in Italia est. Roma in Italia est. Yes, Rome is in Italy. In chapter 7, we see poor Julia sitting in her room with her looking glass, lamenting the beauty of her nose. When her servant Sira appears, Julia asks Sira, Num nasos meus foedas est? That is our second type of question sentence, a num sentence. This word implies that the speaker wants the answer to be no. So when Julia asks, Nom nasus meus foedas est, she is asking, surely my nose is not ugly, is it? And Sira responds with the appropriate minime, of course not. Definitely not. No. So with a num question, the easiest way to kind of think about it is to kind of ignore the num word and look at the rest of the sentence. Say the rest of the sentence with a not, or negate the rest of the sentence. My nose is not ugly, is it? My nose isn't ugly, is it? A common translation for nom is surely not, as in, surely my nose is not ugly, right? After Julia turns to Sira, who sees her tears, Sira commands Julia to wipe her tears and reassures Julia that Julia's nose is as beautiful as Sira's own nose. To which Julia says, but your nose is not beautiful, Sira. What are you thinking? Sira says, what? Nonne nasos meus formosus est? Here we come upon our third question word, nonne, which implies that the speaker expects the answer to the question to be yes. To translate this, the nonne, again, ignore the nonne for a second, and then translate the rest of the sentence in the positive. So you're going to say, my nose is beautiful or shapely, isn't it? And again, you can also translate this with the word surely. Surely my nose is beautiful, isn't it? To translate a nonne question, again, ignore the nonne, look at the rest, say it in the positive. In summary, num, which I think of, how I keep these straight, is that num is one syllable, so it's num, just the negative. It implies a no answer, and you you negate the rest of the sentence, so that's why it's got a negative thing here. It's translated surely not. And nonne got 2 syllables, so you can make a plus sign with that. And it implies a yes answer, and you translate the sentence with surely. Let's try a few examples, or look at a couple examples. So, question words, here we have the nay version of the question, a num version of the question, and a non-nay version of the question. I just want to point out that non-nay will sometimes appear with the hyphen. I think in our textbook right now it's always appearing with the hyphen, but really in later readings you will see it without the hyphen like this. Okay, the question word that is used in a question will often tell us what the speaker expects the answer to be. Again, nay asks a true and false question. Num is going to expect a no answer, and num we just say with 1 syllable, so we just write the syllable. Non-nay expects a yes answer, a positive answer. So, amat ne me, does he love me? Is it true or false that he loves me? If we said it with num amat me, again, we're going to take the rest of the sentence after the num and we're going to negate it. We're going to say, surely he doesn't love me, does he? He does not love me. The negative. If you said non ne amat me, in that case, you're saying, you're expecting a yes answer, you're going to take away this and say that in the positive. Surely he loves me, doesn't he? Again, down here, Marcus ne improbus est? What's that question asking? This is a true or false question, so it's asking, is it true or false that Marcus is bad? In the next example, we have num Marcus improbus est. Now we're expecting a no answer, so we're going to say, Marcus, surely Marcus is not bad, is he? Surely Marcus is not bad. I'm expecting you to say, no, he's not bad. And in this third example with the non-nay, we would say the rest of the sentence in a positive way. Surely Marcus is bad, isn't he? He is bad. And we expect you to agree with us. In our third example here, Cyrus ne fessus est. Is it true or false that Cyrus is tired? We don't know. We just want to figure out whether he is tired or not. In the next question, if we would say num Cyrus fessus est, what are we saying? We want to say, we take away the num, we need to negate. We say num, we say Cyrus is not tired, is he? And we expect people to say, no, he's not tired. And however here with nonne Cyrus fessus est, we take away the nonne, start with our surely, and say the positive version of this sentence. Surely Cyrus is tired, isn't he? And we expect you to say yes. And those are my examples. That's num, nonne, and ne questions.